Shalom, Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum, Yahweh Shema Thum Bashem Yahshua, Priest and Officer of 1,000. You died with Priest and Officer of 1,000. Holding it down for this Day of Atonement. You know what I mean? This high holy day of the Most High. Got to understand, man, Black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman, while everybody else is in the world is preparing for Halloween, preparing, you know what I mean, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, man. We in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commander Gen.YAHANNA, you know what I mean, observing and keeping these high holy days of the Most High. While everybody else in the world is going to be eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, we're going to be afflicting ourselves for our God, our power, you know what I mean, for every wrong, for everything that we might have done. You know what I mean? Every little slip up. And here's another thing, too, what's so heavy about it, Malakia, that our people don't understand, is that our culture has been trying to be replicated through other religions like Islam with Ramadan, where they go out there and they fast for 12 hours, and they ain't even a real fast, looking like they getting ready to die of starvation so they could be seen. That ain't us, Black man, Latino man, First Nation man. We got to soldier through this. We got to go through our everyday lives, you know what I mean, tonight and tomorrow at the slavery, whatever we doing, like ain't nothing going on. And that's righteous to the Most High. You want to say something about it? All right. That being said, I imagine. All right. I bow, yeah. Okay.
I ba haya ban bunyamin ban yashua.
I ba haya ban bunyamin ban yashua.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum. This is the second to last thing you drink today. All right.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum.
Yahweh Bashem Yahshua Brakathum.
Like Israel, which means to Israel.
All right, Admadra, which means to stand. Upon Wakadog, we turn to face the east. Go set up the Lord's Prayer, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
Come. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayah. Kodash. Haya. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Rakazayaka. Haya. Aisha. Barataza. Kawo. Haya. Mashamaya. Thundanawa. Lacham. Kam. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kawafinawa. Kasalakanawa. Kawafinawa. Wala'ah. Tabi'ayinawa. Manasaya 1. Abba. Awashayinawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ah. Ratapara. Lavalaya. Wadaman.
We said in English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
Pray for the power in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Bashem Yahshua.
Baba Kusha.
Thundanawa. Haka. Laba'ah. Makala. Kamadawa. Haka. Latahar. Amatazarayim. Haka. Ahakmi. Amafi. Haka. Arakawa. Matamahala. Lagar Shun. Bashem Yahshua. Tawadaman.
What we said was in English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the
The
leper.
power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them
In
out.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Prayer to bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Vayashra'ala.
Vayashra'ala.
Va'abaya.
Sapari.
Sapari.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Wadaman.
What we said was in English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the
In
school.
the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
The prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Alahaya.
Wa Alahaya.
Tazabayah.
Tazabayah.
Alawat Yahanna.
Alawat Yahanna.
Alawat.
Ahalawapi.
Asaranya.
Asaranya.
Akwada Zayani.
Akwada Zayani.
Akayayali.
Akahayaya.
Waha Akwathi.
Wahagwafi.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.
Wadaman.
We said in English was bless you Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahanna.
Commanding General
The
Yahanna.
generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Abahari.
Ahahari.
Mahayan.
Mahayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isaiah.
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 Isaiah. Ma'ai.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Waratiza.
Waratiza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Amawat.
Zamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Alyanawam.
Alyanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Anat.
Anat.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Ayashun.
Ayashun.
Shawamor.
Shawamor.
Yashra'ala.
Yashra'ala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tizalka.
Tizalka.
Alya.
Alya.
Yimka.
Yimka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Ashamash.
Ashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Dekaka.
Dekaka.
Wairak.
Wairak.
Alayillah.
Alayillah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Kawarak.
Kawarak.
Yashamor.
Yashamar.
Apnapashka.
Apnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamor.
Yashamar.
Azafka.
Azafka.
Awaka.
Awaka.
Aitha.
Maitha.
Aida Walam.
Wa'ida Walam. In English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy
The
keeper.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
This time forth
and even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Aldamayalaka.
Aldaliyamaka.
Aldasharash.
Aldakarash.
Aldashakwat.
Aldashakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awiyabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahaman.
Yahaman.
Yo one.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Ra'aimaka.
Ariyamwa.
Sawadai. Waitha. Aitazawad. Altazapawanyaka. Amarwa. Kakawa. Lakawa. Wanakakia. Regalia. Wala'ah. Yashikar. Sham Yasha'ala. Iwada. Kaya. Nawa Aitazawad. Laba. Lakadwa. Ayaka. Baryat. Akarafwa. Alhaya. Adawam. Ayashamai. Ariyam. Mawa'aba. Wa'agari. Gabal. Aimawan. Aimalak. Kawashat. Abdishabia.
Tazawar, Gam Ashawar,
Dalawa,
Talawa,
Imam,
Ayman,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Sarawat,
Sarawat,
Labayan
Labayan
Salah,
Salah,
Aisha
Laham,
Kamadian,
Kamadian,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'at,
Sara'at,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Manakab,
Manakab,
Koyashwan,
Koyashwan,
Nashanadwa,
Bahayan,
Bahayan,
Daira, Iowa, Daman, Adam, Shayathumwa, Adamawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazaba, Wakatazalmanad, Kal Nasiakumwa, Ashore, Amorwa, Irishah, Anawa, Nagwa, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagadu, Pakwash, Papayaraka, Ka'ash, Taba Iri, Kalabat, Kalahat, Hariyam, Khan, Aradagma, Masa Irika, Babasa, Wapatka, Abahalam, Allah, Panyam, Kalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawah, Labashwa, Wayabahawa, Ayai, Wayakaparwa, Ayabadwa, Iowa, Kayada, Shamka, Yahawah, Labadwa, Labadka, Ayawan, Al-Kaharatas. And now in the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult.
and they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hidden
They
ones.
consulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
at the name of Israel
In the name of
may
Israel,
be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
They have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate
The
against
tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom.
the tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom.
and the Ishmaelites,
And the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab.
and the Hagarees,
And the Hagarees.
Gabal,
Gabal.
and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines,
Philistines.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
The inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashores also have joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah.
do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like a
and
red,
like Zeeb.
like the earth.
Yea,
Yes.
all their princes,
All their princes,
as Sabah,
as the
and as Zamuna,
as Amun,
who said,
said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
us take to
the
ourselves
houses of
the
Yahweh
houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wind,
make them like a will,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth for wood,
as the fire burns the wood,
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountain.
So persecute them,
So persecute them.
so persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and trouble forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
and let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
of all the earth.
Sorry. You shall be with me to be seated. Make sure y'all read, man. You know what I mean? In the book of First Chronicles and Second Chronicles and First Kings and Second Kings about what happened to Oreb and about what happened to Zeeb, man, or what the Most High has done to the enemies of blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. That is the God we serve, man. We owe it to our God to keep these high holy days and to keep these feast days, to keep the Sabbath holy, man. We owe it to the Most High to do this, man. We owe it to our King to do this. With that being said, shot. What? I'm gonna take the first 7 in the Hebrew. Going to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. And we're going to start at verse 1. Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayadabar, Yahweh, Al Masha La Amar. Verse 2. Debar, Al, it's like Banya, Yasha'Allah, Wa Amar, it's like Wa Amartha, Alaham, Mawa'ibya, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakra'afwa, Atham, Makra'afya, Quadash, Alaham, it's like Alaham, Mawa'ibya, verse 3. For those that came in, we're in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, in the Hebrew, in the 3rd verse. Shashath, Yum Yum, Tha, Slaki, Tha Aisha, Mala, Slaki, Malaka, Waba, Slaki, Wabayum, Slaki, Wabayum, Slaki, Ashabath, Ya, Aya, Shabbath, Shabbath 1, Makra'af, Kodash, Kal, Malaka, La'a, Slaki, Tha'ashwa, Shabbath, Hawa'af, La Yahweh, Bakal, Mawa, Slaki, Mawa Shabbath Yukam. I got that right? Come on. So what? Right. Verse 4. So again. Alha Mawa Aibya Yahweh Makra'af Ya Kodash Ashar. It's like Farqua'af Wa Atham Bama, it's like Bama Wa'ath Dum, verse 5. So okay. Kadash Hara, it's like Hara Shawan Ba'ara, it's like Ba'ara Ba Aishar La Kadash, Bayan, Ha'ais, Ha'a, Rabba, Rarium, the water, Pasak, La Yahweh, verse 6, Wabaka, Masha, Aishar, Yawam, La Kadash, Hazaha, Kag, Hamataza Wath, La Yahweh, Shabbath, Yum Yum, Mataza Wath, Tha'ara, Slaki, Tha'akam, Slaki, Tha'akam, verse 7. Wait a minute. Babylon. By your one, Hara Shabbath 1, Makra'af, Makra'af, Kodash, Yahai, Lakam, Kal, Malakaf, Ibida, La'a, Aishaf, what? That's the end of verse 7. Hey, Bob, can you take it into English?
Oh, God. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 1.
Mhm.
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 2, speak unto the children of Israel,
Mhm.
and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord,
Mhm.
which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations. Even these are my feasts.
Now, these are the feasts of the Lord, man. These are the feasts of the Most High. Everybody is out celebrating their birthdays, celebrating Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of these other, days that the oppressor and these other nations hold dear. These are the holy convocations. These are the feasts of the Lord that the Lord has made holy for Blacks, Latinos, and First Nation men and women. Read on.
Okay. Verse 3, 6 days shall work be done,
Mm-hmm.
but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest
Mm-hmm.
and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein.
Mm-hmm.
It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwelling.
And as you know, the seventh day, which is Saturday, is the Sabbath of the Lord. You know, a fake Israelite group, Malakia, they still worshiping the moon. Right. They still saying that you can't, you can't cook on the Sabbath. You can't light a fire. You can't, open a door. You can't, press, the third floor on an elevator. They Christian.
Right.
They Christian. When it says, that 6 days, work shall be done in the seventh day of the Sabbath of rest. And this is the day the Lord gave us for rest. And it means you have to give, let's say you're an employer, you have to give your workers off on that day. Right. Now, the thing is, if you could get Saturday off, that'd be amazing. But the thing is, here in captivity, the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. And of course, he's not going to give us the Sabbath off. If you even ask for a day off, period, even if it wasn't the Sabbath, the oppressor is not going to try to give it to you. Right. Right. You know what I mean? So understand this, man. Like the scripture says, get me right, Malachi, you know what I mean? The Sabbath was made, for us. It was made for man. You can do your pleasure on the Sabbath. You know what I mean? If you want to cook for them kids. You want to go see a movie, go see a movie. You want to go do, do what you want to do what you want to do. Now, as Blacks, Latinos, and First Nation men and women understand this, there's going to come a time, man, in the kingdom where everybody is going to have a day off. Everybody is going to have, a day where we get to rest, because that is how the Lord intended it to be. Right. And the oppressor has what? Labor Day, you know what I mean? And everybody had to fight for that. And and it's still not a paid day off for most people at their elevator plantations, which is slavery. But the Sabbath was made for us, Black man, Latino man, First Nation man and woman. That's our day of rest. Go ahead, read on that, Bob, unless you wanted to add, Malaki.
Come. See, it says it's a holy convocation. Mm-hmm. These convocations is meant for everybody to be a part of. It's meant for us to be separate, and the Lord wants us to be separate. Mm-hmm. He wants us to be like everybody. Just like how obviously the diary is bringing out, like everybody out in the world doing the same thing, and they are just Christian. The Lord wants us to be holy, and He wants us to be different from everybody. Because in all reality, if you're not serving the Most High, then you're serving Satan. Right. It's not like there's Christianity and Islam, and you being a Buddhist, or you being this, that, and the third, you worshiping astrology. If you're not serving the Lord, you're serving Satan. If you're not inside the I.S.U.P.K, you're not following God. You might be a decent person, you understand? You might be personable, but when it comes down to not keeping the laws of God, how He intended us to keep them, we're doing whatever we want to do. We're going to find a religion that allows us to do that. So if you're not in this truth, then you're not in the truth at all. You're not inside this school, inside these classes, and you're not on the right path. That was it, sir.
Most High Christ, man. What Malachi is bringing out is heavy, man. Let's keep reading.
Okay. This book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
Which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Meaning this, it's a time, when we have these high holy days, man, where we have, the Passover, which is in the springtime. The oppressor likes to make us believe that that the New Year, so-called New Year, is in the dead of winter, and it's not. Right. The Lord said of these holy convocations in these seasons, man. And right now, we are in the seasons of these high holy days. We just got done, celebrating the memorial, the blowing of the trumpets. Now we have the Day of Atonement. We have to afflict our souls. We're going to go into that. And I believe this Sunday, Malachi, is the Feast of Tabernacles. Ooh-wee. These are the feasts of the Lord in their seasons. Read on.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 5.
Go ahead.
From himself.
Go ahead.
Also, like, let me get better.
No. Yeah, you got it.
Come on,
Yeah.
Kabaka. This book of Leviticus.
And if I could, I buy, and which is so heavy about it, right? You know what I mean? To add, something else too, and to proclaim in their seasons. Think about every season, right, where our people go hard. Our people are going to go real extra hard for Halloween this year. Where I saw something on Facebook, man. One of the brothers said something that was just terrifying. You know what I mean? Especially if you a brother or sister that's in the world and got kids. He said, don't be surprised if they start putting fentanyl in the goddamn, you know what I mean, candy. In the candy. Because they just might do it. Like Malaki, what is really stopping the oppressor and everybody else that's a nut in this world, right? To put fentanyl in the candy for the Halloween for your kids. But you're going to proclaim that in the season of the oppressor. When Halloween come around, you're going to do it. Same thing with Thanksgiving. You're going to celebrate the mass genocide of our First Nation and Seminole Indian brothers and sisters. Go ahead, Malaki. You wanted to add on?
No, just to add on what you just said, like the holidays that we got in the world, they don't really mean nothing. They don't come from nothing that's good, at least. They come from the mass genocide of our people. They come from some Roman or some Greek mythology that somebody made up one day. But the feast days we have, our seasons, is meaningful. Right. It means something. We just read about the feast day of the Passover.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we had blowing trumpets. This week we got Day of Atonement, which we're going to get into, but it's all meaning behind it. Something that actually, stand for something.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just doing it because your mom taught you to do it, or you did it as a child. You're doing it because there's a meaning. And it says that, I remember something else about the seasons. It's with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
It's with my mom right now. But, hey, Bob, you can get finished reading.
Kabaka.
You was done, sir.
Yeah, come on. How about keep going?
Kabaka. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 5. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Mm-hmm. Now, 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover. When the Lord's Passover is when the Lord, destroyed our enemies, the Africans, the Egyptians, man.
Right.
And it says, and the 14th day of the first month. Of the first month, I believe it's Abib, Malaki. That's when, that's the beginning, of the months, of these seasons, man, the time of the Passover, which today would be late March to early mid-April, which is springtime.
Right.
And that's when, that's when you go hold the Shema. And what is so heavy about it, man, is when the Most High destroyed our enemies, man. And the thing is, the so-called Jewish man, he celebrates all of our high holy days, which should be an insult to everybody that's a black man or woman, or a Latino man or woman, or First Nation man or woman, because the Passover belongs to us, man. That glory goes to the Most High. The Most High ain't deliver Amalek, you know what I mean, from nobody. Hell no. The Lord didn't deliver Edom, you know what I mean, from Hamites, no. The Lord that delivered us from Africans, man. We got to remember this. Keep going unless you wanted to add on, Malaki.
When I met the slave, it's crazy because I got a slave on Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
And I be driving. It's this place where all of the Jewish people be at. I forget the name of it, where it's at, but it's somewhere close to Philly. And on Saturday, you just see them all out walking. They don't drive the cars on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
But you see them all out. It's a lot of families just walking. Families, their kids. And it's like, this is how we should be. We all should be all as a community. And I see it and I'll be like, man, that's how we should really be living. But they don't have to do nothing if they don't want to do it. Honestly, if they go against their beliefs, it ain't no fuss about it. They job, fully understand. It ain't nothing that's going to stop them from being off the set, walking around, and just having a nice day with their loved ones. But our oppressors going to try to make us work. And they're going to try to give us incentive. Like my slave, they will offer a time and a half to work on a day that you're not supposed to work, which is Saturday. Right. For most people. Most people work Monday through Friday. And if you work on a Saturday, you're going to get time and a half. You're going to get overtime for every hour that you work. So it's just crazy to see how they can live the life that we're supposed to live, and they do it damn near perfectly. So I was
God. Malaki is saying it's heavy, man. You got a lot of slaveries. They don't give out time and a half on Saturday. They'll let you work 6 straight days. You know what I mean? They'll really let you work 7. You know what I mean? If Esau could get away with it. You know what I mean? They try to give you no overtime and no time and a half period, because the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right. And even with that, Malaki, the so-called Jew, he don't even observe the Sabbath correctly. How can it? Because he's not the real Jew. He's an oppressor. You know what they do, Alex? They hire other devils, right, that are not Jewish, that come and run their businesses on the Sabbath so they can still make money. Guess what? You can't do that. Right. You can't do that if you're an Israelite, especially in the kingdom. That's unlawful. But the oppressor is supposed to be the one that is well-versed in knowledge, I buy. He's supposed to know the Bible, know the Torah front and back, and he doesn't. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man, the deceiver of this earth. Let's keep going.
Come on. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread unto the Lord. 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
That's 7 days ye must eat unleavened bread, which is right after the Passover, where you got to get all the leaven out your crib. Got to get all that leaven out the crib, you know what I mean, that causes that bread to rise, get it out the crib, and then you got to eat unleavened bread, whether it's a Dorito, you know what I mean, something that don't got no leaven in it, or eat some unleavened bread, you know what I mean, some corn tortillas, that's, you know what I mean, technically unleavened bread, you know what I mean. You listen, especially my brothers from the tribe of Issachar, you already know how we get down, get them tacos, get that carne asada. I know I lived over that, I buy for the feast of unleavened bread, man. I was listen, Issachar was hooking me up. And here's the thing, man, which is another thing something I learned when I was coming up, man, which is just so heavy, is that it teaches us discipline. Shalom, so y'all about Shema Shabbat Kathah. So you want to take it? Come. And which is just so heavy about it, man, it teaches us discipline above all else. Because when we was coming out of Egypt, we ain't have time to, you know what I mean, to wait for the bread and the dough to rise, Malaki. Right. You know what I mean? When Moses came down, it was like, yo, Akim, we out. Like Ashtawak, like that's really how it went down. And which I hate to say it like this, Israel. Go to show you that the blacks and Latinos and First Nation men and women, we the real Jews of antiquity, because that was some nigga shit. Salaki for the language. Right. Like Moses came down and was like, yo, Akim, yo, brothers, we out. We gone. We out of here. Go ahead, Ash.
If I could, I was just explaining this to my real, talking about how the firstborn died. I was just telling her, like, about the Bible, how, you know, God don't love everybody. If you look at the evidence in the Bible, and I was like, yo, they was hollering, like, they firstborn was going, we had to get the hell up out of there. Like, we ain't had time for that bread. They like, yo, who the hell is responsible for this? Then they see our kids, you know what I'm saying, chilling, they cool. They like, all our kids are dead. They got to have something to do with this.
And that also, what you just said, also goes into why God does not love everybody. God, you know what I mean, sent the death angel to pass over our people, our brothers, just as our babies, and killed the firstborn of all of them Africans for how they afflicted us and put us in captivity, man. And our God's going to do something even worse to the oppressor here in America. Right. I pray you understand that. You want to bring something out, Malaki, or we can get going? Con, don't swear. Read verse 7, I bet.
Okay. This is the book of Leviticus, 23, verse 7. And the first day you shall have an holy convocation. You shall do no servile work therein.
No servile work therein. Malaki, right by. You want to take the next 7? Hey, Shalom, Cap. Yahweh Shem Shabbat Kathah. You want it right now, Cap? Come on.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 8. And I borrow up with the Hebrew. Waha kwa rab them asha la Yahweh Shabbaith Yamayam Bayawam Ha Shabba Yaaya Makwa Ra'ah Quadash Kal Mala Akaf I Bada La'ah the I.S.U.P.K, verse 9. Waya Debar, Yahweh. Al, Maisha, La Amar. Verse 10. Debar, Al, Banya, Yasharala. Wa Amartha, Alaham, Kaya, Tha Ba'aywa, Al, Ha Arataza, Ashar, Anya, Nathan, Lakam, Wa Kwa Taza, Wa Kwa Tazar Thum, Kwa Taza Yara, Wahaba Athum, Imar, Ra'ash Ya, Kwa Taza Yarkam, Al, Ha Kahan. Verse 11. Wa Ha Naya, Ha Imar, La Panya, Yahweh, La Ra Tazan Kam, Mama, Mak Ra, Ha Shabbat, Ya Nawa, Ha Kahan. Verse 12. Wa Ish Yatham, Ba Yawam, Ha Na Ya Hana Yakam, Ha Imar, Kabash, The Mayam, Bun, Shadnathwa, La Yahweh. Verse 13. Wa mana Chafwa, Shanya, I shall run young, Salah, Ba La Wala, Ba Shaman, Asha, La Yahweh, Ra Yak, Na Yakak, Wa Nazka, Ya Yun, Rabba Ya'if, Ha Hayun. Verse 14. Wala Kham, Wa Kwao Ya, Wa Ka Ramal, La'a, Ta'a Kawa, I Tazam, Ha Yawam, Haza, Ha Ba Ya'akam, Kwa Rabban, Allah Hayakam, Hak Kwa, I Walam, La Darath Yakam, Bakar Ma Shabbath Yakam. That's the end of verse 15.
That brother hand. Majid. Only the men up here.
I Yashar, Banya Hawada, Banya Shala,
Imar Yashar.
Yahweh Bashim Yahshar Barkathum.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah.
No, you tomorrow.
Okay, sorry. You got it.
All right, did y'all get into Day of Atonement yet? Or all right, no sweat. So let's clap it up, man. Clap it up. Hardcore, celebration tonight. Celebration with no food, right? You know what I'm saying? No water, no wine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna, once again on the Day of Atonement is about afflicting our souls. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord can not only forgive us, but also have mercy on the people who are in the world that are completely destroyed. So we're gonna get into that tonight. All right, you can go ahead and take on the next 7. Was y'all in the English or the Hebrew right now?
We just got the Hebrew song.
Solid. So let's go ahead and take the next 7. Get it.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the 7th day is an holy convocation.
All right. So does anybody know what a high holy convocation is, young men? Y'all know? Okay. A holy convocation is like a holy gathering, right? Like a reunion. You understand me? Like when we get together in the world, they call it cookouts, right? Or birthday party or holiday, right? Holy convocation is simply a holy gathering when we all get together and remember what the Lord told us to celebrate. All right? Go ahead, read on.
Come. Ye shall do no servile work therein.
Now, once again, some of us have, slave masters that will allow us to be off. And some of us, Malak, man, we got some of these slave masters, they want you to work on a Sabbath day. They won't even allow you to get off, even if you get them heads up. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of, right? Of course, if you can get off on that day, then get off. But if the oppressor tell you that you gotta go in, then you just gotta go in because of course you gotta pay bills. You understand? You gotta take care of your family. You gotta do what you want to do, right? But if the Lord give you that opportunity to take off, you want to go ahead and take off that day. All right. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof.
Now, what's that land the Most High gave us? Gave us a land. What land is that? Go ahead, young man.
Israel.
Yeah, good man. Absolutely. Right. That's the land that we don't know today. Right. We are considered strangers today. Why? Because we are not in that land. Even if we go over there on a vacation, whatever, they're gonna look at us funny as hell. Why? Because we're black, when in all actuality, that land belonged to us. That land was promised to us. Go ahead, young brother.
And they stole that from us. They stole everything.
Absolutely. You're right. Go ahead, read on.
Verse 10. Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest.
Now, what's your first fruits? Real simple. Your best, right? Your first. For example, we all pay tithes in here, right? Right. And you don't pay tithes after you pay all your bills, right? You give the Lord his 10% first, unless you want him to take anything away from you. I don't know. You understand me? But if you go ahead and pay your tithes, you giving him your first fruits. You understand me? You letting him know that his laws is very important, right? And not only that, right? Remember, they use that money not to take care of themselves, but to take care of the people anyway. Right. You understand? That's why it's so honorable to make sure you give 10%. The Lord ain't say give 50, he even say 35. Right. 10% out of $100 it's a really small thing. Right? $100 out of $1,000 is a small thing for you to obey the commandment of God. All right? Go ahead, read on, please. So like if y'all got something, y'all can go ahead and get down, all right?
Come.
Verse 11. And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. Mm-hmm. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf and he lamb without blemish.
Now, what's a he lamb without blemish? Gotta know that, right? What's a lamb without blemish? Go ahead, sis.
A healthy lamb, or in good health, or no scars, no.
Absolutely get a sister a hand. Right? You can't bring the Lord a young lamb with 3 legs. What? You understand me? The both sides gonna look at you like, what the hell is this? Or you come make a sacrifice unto the Most High God, and your lamb got all these spots on it. Look like you just got done playing basketball, running around the field. You want to make sure that lamb don't have no blemish, right? That lamb is a perfect lamb, a lamb that the Lord will look at it like, man, that was an honorable sacrifice that you made. But once again, he won't accept that if you come to him halfway, right? And it's the same thing today. You understand me? When we come to serve the Most High God, we can't give the Most High 50%, right? We can't give him 99%. Salakia. Right? We got to give the Most High God 1,000%. Why? Because he want your best land. Like he want the best inside of you. And he know you can do it. He know we all can do it. Why do I say that? We're the chosen people of God.
Right.
You understand me? What the hell can't we do? We are number 1 in the NFL, right? Black men rule that league. NBA, MLB, man, those Hispanics, they can hit a baseball out the park, man. You understand me? We're the chosen people of God, and the Lord, no, he like, when y'all come to me, don't come half-stepping. Give me your all, everything that you have. Go read on. Yeah, go ahead, come on with it.
And like what you said, we can do it because we're the chosen people of God, and even during the feast days, we can come and bring our all because we did the same thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like we came together every Thanksgiving. You probably made every Thanksgiving every year that you was alive on the face of earth.
Right.
Absolutely.
You ain't never missed one. You was on time, you ate the food, had a nice day, you went home. So we can do the same thing for the Most High. We come in to these high holy days with zeal.
Damn right.
Urgency.
That's right. Mariah, get me whatever thy right hand find forth to do with all thy might. That's a perfect precept that goes on what the brother just said. Once again, we can do it, right? Like tonight, for example, it's the Day of Atonement, right? And most of us probably never fast. No bread, no food, no drink, 24 hours. And I ain't trying to hear that Muslim fast, all right? Because they go on like, what, 2 hours? Go ahead, brother.
It's not. Y'all stole that from us first.
Say it again.
Fasting came from us first.
No, it did not come from Islam first.
No.
Oh, yes, absolutely. My bad. Right, absolutely. Right. Fasting came from us first. You understand me? Now, this is the thing. If they're gonna take it from us, then at least do it all the way. You understand me? Do a whole 24 hours. Don't be, you do what? They do 12 hours? They do 12 hours and they done. You understand me? And once again, the Lord, anything we do, man, we got to give him our all, man. You have on what I call for Marah? All right, no sweat. Let me find it. Hold on. Give me a second. There we go. Right. Yeah, get me. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 9 and 10. All right. Whoever get it first, go ahead and read it, please.
Ecclesiastes chapter 9 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do,
Mm-hmm.
do it with thy might.
Do it with what?
Thy might.
Do it with what?
Thy might.
See that? You got to do it with your might. Anything your right hand comes forth to do. Rather, it's cooking. Right? You don't want to cook a meal and it's half-ass. Right? If your career is being a mechanic, right? Anything your right hand finds forth to do it with all thy might. You understand me? And maybe the Lord may bless your business. He may bless your restaurant. Why? Because you out there working your tail off and he sees it, man. Read it one more time, please.
Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do it with thy might.
See that? Do it with thy might, especially when it comes to the Lord, right? And his laws and his statutes and his commandments. He like, man, do it with all thy might. Any more on that?
For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave.
Here you go. Meaning you want to do everything you can do now before you die, right? Can you imagine the Lord go ahead and take you about and you're like, damn, only if I could have went harder, or only if I could have did this, or I could have did that, only if I could have got off of weed, or if I could have got off of cigarettes, or if I could have stopped having sex with all those whores. Now it's dead. Now you are dead, right? Now you done died of AIDS, HIV. Now you just going through hell. When the Lord like, why don't you fight now while you have breath? Because who knows when the Most High is going to take your breath away from you. All right, any more on that? All right, drop that. Let's go back to Leviticus, all right?
Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the fourth part of an hin. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green herbs until the selfsame day that ye have brought an offering unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings.
Go ahead.
Verse 15. Sorry, that was into the outside.
All right, let's get the next 7 in Hebrew. Mind if I get a little Hebrew in a lot? All right, bad. Let me go ahead and get a little. Where we at on Leviticus 23 and what?
15.
All right, 23 and 15. All right, bear with me a second. All right. Leviticus 23 and 15. Wasapartham lakam mamakar tha hashabath mayawam haba yaakam atha aymar hathan wapa shabai shabath wath thum yamas Taha, hold on, lock it. Taha ya yanha, Aid, Mamak Rath, Hasha Bath, Hasha ya Aitha, Dasa Parwa, Ka Masha Yama, Yawama, Waha Kwar Ba Thumma, Mana Ka, Kadasha, La Yahweh. Mama wash bath yakam thaba ya awa lakam than wapa shath yama shanya I sharna yama salath salath taha ya yana hama taza the pa yanha maka war yum la Yahweh waha kwar ba thum aila halakam shaba'ath ka bash yum the thum ya masa banya shanya wapar bana Bakwar, Akkad, Wa'a Yalama, Shana Yama, Ya Yawa, Allah, La Yahweh, Waman Ka Thumma, Wana Sa Ka Yaham, Asha, Raya Ka, Na Yak Ka, La Yahweh. Wa Aisha Yatham Sha'ai Yar I Tazam Akkad Lakat Ath Washanya Ka Bas Yam Banya Shanha La Lazabak Shala Mayam Wahana Yak Hakahana La kama wa asha kaya ya kwa yab Zabak, Shalamayam, La Yahweh, La Pal'al, Nadar, Awa, Lana the Baba Kwar, Awa, Ba Tazaina, Thumb Yasa, Yaya, Lara Tazawana, Kaula, Mawana, La'a, Ya Bawa. All right, that's the end of verse 21. Let's take it to English. All right, Akim?
Come. Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, and verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that you brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Verse 16. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering.
The same meat offering?
Offer a new meat offering.
There you go. You can't bring the Lord the same meat, right? You gotta bring him something fresh, man. Think about you, right? As a black man. Most of y'all don't eat leftovers, I know. Some of us do, some of y'all don't, right? But if something was sitting for like a week, you wouldn't want that. Like, man, I want me some fresh turkey. You understand me? You want some fresh lamb. You want something fresh. Bro, remember also the Most High is a black man in spirit, right? So he don't want you bringing him something old. He like, bring me a new meat offering, man. Let's read on.
Unto the Lord, verse 17, ye shall bring out of your habitation 2 wave loaves of 2 tenth deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
Go ahead.
Verse 18, and ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish.
Now, here we go again. Perfect lambs, right? Without blemish. Go ahead.
Of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire of sweet savor unto the Lord. Verse 19, then ye shall sacrifice 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering.
Now, when you think about it like this, right? You got to take your best lambs, right? And then give it to the Most High, right? So now he can forgive your sin. Now, that lamb gonna hurt you. You know that, right? So what would be better than to have to go ahead and make that sacrifice unto the Most High, which is now going to hurt your business. And if it's hurting your business, it's going to hurt your family. It's going to hurt everybody in that household. What is better than to make sacrifices? Come on, somebody give me my precept that I'm looking for. You die. I already know you know what I want. I already know.
Come.
What's better than having to make all these sacrifices? Real simple. Just listen. What are you going to say that, Austin?
I was going to say obedience.
There you go. Give him a hand. Obedience, right? Give me your own obedience is better than sacrifice. All right, get me that. It's better to just listen to the Most High God than to, hurt your family. All right. Hey, if you keep smoking weed and cracking cocaine, what the hell you think gonna happen? You're gonna hurt your family. Why? Because you're gonna die. All right. The Most High is gonna take you out. So it's better to obey his commandments and save yourself. And now your parents, they don't gotta turn on the news and see another black man was gunned down by his own brother. It's better to just open up this book and obey the voice of God.
Right.
Oh, you die. You got what I asked for.
1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22. And Samuel said, have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings.
Now, the Lord has great delight in burnt offerings. Go ahead.
And sacrifices.
And sacrifices. Now you got to give him your lamb, right? Good lamb, right? Good goat. Go ahead.
As in obeying the voice of the Lord.
As in what?
As in obeying the voice of the Lord.
As in what?
As in obeying the voice of the Lord.
See that? The Lord would rather not have to hurt you,
Right.
right? Or your family, or your business. Give me give me 2 John 1 and verse 6, right? He would rather us be obedient. And it's not hard, right? Think about even the Day of Atonement. We're in the Day of Atonement, right? 24 hours gonna go like that. Hey, I'm telling you, think about it like this, right? Most of the time, it's like our mind give up before we even try. Half the day you're gonna be asleep. Right, you're gonna be asleep for about 12 hours. Yeah, I know if you ain't working, some of you ain't gonna wake up until 3, 4 o'clock. Be like, oh, what time is it? It's hamburger time. Now it's time to come on and get it in, right? So of course the point is, right, even when it comes to obeying the commandments of God, sometimes in our mind it tells us that we can't. Oh, how am I gonna get a job if I shave my beard? How am I going to get a job if I grow my beard? Salakia. How am I going to get a job, if I got all this hair? How am I going to make this work? Or how am I going to be able to get a woman when all I know is whores my whole entire life? How am I going to get off of weed? How am I going to get off of cigarettes? Imagine if you can get rid of that voice. Then you can do whatever the Lord give you the spirit to do.
Right.
It's the same as the Day of Atonement, right? You want to hear voices? Yeah, let's go ahead and goggle this water. Go ahead and just take a little sit down. Like the little way, you're like, oh. One sip ain't gonna kill me, Most High. I know. Everything gonna be all right. Then before you know it, boom, the Lord take you right out. Right? Once again, the point of learning this book is like instructions on like how to live life, how to prevent death, how to live, and how to not die. Read that one more time. You die from the top, please.
Khan, sir. And Samuel said, have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Laurent, also get me on when the Lord said he don't like the pleasure of the death of the wicked. I think it's in Ezekiel. Read it one more time. You die.
Khan. 1 Samuel chapter 15 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
And Samuel said, have the Lord as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord.
See, that's what he wants. He wants obedience, right? Now, if you ask anybody, hey, do you love God? Do you love Jesus? Raise your hand. Everybody gonna raise their hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
Give me 2 John 1 and 6.
It's a little bit more, sir.
That's a lot. Let me finish this. I'm coming right to you, Astawak. Go ahead, you die.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice.
So what?
To obey is better than sacrifice.
See that? To obey the Most High is way better than having to give him your perfect lamb or
Right.
goat, man. It's better to learn by listening to the OG, right? I know when I was growing up, we all had that OG. Hey, brother, that life ain't gonna last long.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you probably had like an elder sister, right? Telling the young sisters, you don't need to be living that life. When you get older, you want to be settled down with one man, right? It's better for us to learn by listening to other people's mistakes than for you to have to live the same mistakes that they had to live, which is what the Lord is saying right here.
Right.
It's better to obey than to make sacrifices, because a sacrifice is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt bad.
Right.
And listen, diseases ain't no joke.
Right.
Monkeypox ain't no joke. I don't know how people even coming outside with the monkeypox. Oh, your boy, 1 second, please. Right? Listen, ain't it better for a man to be with a woman than to have bumps on your face?
Right.
I mean, listen, it's better to obey than for you to have to make sacrifices, and it may cost you your life. Herpes ain't no joke. HIV, syphilis, and all that ain't no joke. How about you just pick the right bra or the right couple bras? I take 2, 3, 4. You get some good ones, then 100 bad ones. It's like now you're making a risk, and you don't want to do that, because when it comes to the Most High, who knows what He can do to you, which why you said, fear not those which can kill the body, but fear him who can kill both your soul and your body in hell. Go ahead, ISRAELITES. I think you had your hand up.
Oh, if I could,
Please.
I was gonna say like that's so heavy what you're saying. Like you gonna start a broken family after coming from a broken family. You gonna catch AIDS after somebody else has AIDS. You going, you know what I'm saying? Love the oppressor after somebody else love the oppressor, like the Jeffrey Dahmer thing. I'm looking at it now, I'm sitting there like, what you doing having sex with white man in the first place? Like, you shouldn't even have been in neither one of them two positions. It's the devil and it's homosexuality. Like, you should have listened to God.
Exactly. Give that brother a hand. You know, and even with the homosexuality, that is just a what? It's a thought in their mind.
Right.
It's that same thought that's going to tell you, oh, I cannot eat or drink for 24 hours. I'm going to die. I can't do this. How am I going to do this and go to work? Hey, y'all better thank God we're in the pandemic. At least you can wear masks.
Right.
You understand? You don't got to worry about somebody being up in your face. Go ahead, rock the mask all day. You understand? You know, put oil. We're going to get into, I'm skipping ahead a little bit, right? But the point is, right, on what the brother was bringing out, you got to be able to hear the thought that's in your mind that's trying to get you to sin. And if you can hear that thought, and if you know that it's wicked, you got to learn how to fight it. Because if you don't learn how to fight it, it's going to kill you. It may not kill you today. It may take, 10, 15, 20 years, and then go ahead, wipe you right off. Go ahead, read 2 John 1:6, please.
It says, and this is love.
And this is what?
And this is love.
Now, this is also why the Lord said it's better to obey than to make sacrifices. Read it again from the top.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments.
Because that's real love right there. Real love is being what? Obedient unto God. Everybody always talk about how much they love God, right? Until it's time to put down the cigarette. Oh, I love God. Let me love God after I'm done smoking the cigarette. Can't be a hypocrite, right? When you open up this book called the Bible, to actually love God, you must obey his commandment, right? And it's a commandment tonight to keep the Day of Atonement, to not drink, to not eat for 24 hours. Now, of course, if you are pregnant, you eat, drink, right? You old and you got to take medication, go ahead, take your medication and get down. But you healthy brothers and sisters, I see y'all in shape, all right? And I see y'all looking good. I ain't trying to hear nothing. The Lord ain't trying to hear nothing. The Lord want the sun to go down and be like, man, I knew that was my son Ibal right there. What the great Mariah? Sundown? I knew that was my man right there. Well, young man, sister, right? You want the Lord to look down from heaven and say, my son, my daughter, I love you because you love me. You understand me? For this is the love of God, that we walk after his commandments. Read it one more time from the top.
It says that this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment that, as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
Here you go, action. Let's go back to Leviticus. All right.
Sorry, so I still got the other one.
Oh, please, Baba Kashaw, if you can read that for me, Mariah.
Kalawakam in the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
Read that one more time, Mariah, please.
I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
Now, we in Philly, right? I already know we all hearing about what's going on. Everybody being gunned down, black men, black women, right? Barely surviving, barely eating in their own neighborhood. Do you know that the Most High don't even want to kill us? He don't, right? Any young fathers in here? Any fathers? Do you really want to beat your children? No, you don't, right? Some of y'all got some daughters, man. They give y'all those eyes, and it's like, I can't even imagine doing it, right? Yeah, I know they give you little bubbly eyes, and you're like, oh, I really don't want to chastise you, but I know if I allow you to get away with this, you're gonna grow up and be a monster. It's the same thing when it comes to the Most High God. He don't want to kill us, but he have to chastise us so we can get it right, so we can get back on track, so we can take our kingdom, so we can be back in our homeland, so we can see black men and black women unite, like how the Lord said to do in Zephaniah 2 and verse 1. He want to be able to see us gather together, O nation not desire, so we can stop suffering in this place called America. Read it one more time from the top, Marah.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 11. Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
The Lord saying, I'd rather you change. I'd rather you repent tonight and go and fast for 24 hours and keep the Day of Atonement so I don't have to kill you. Y'all know when you come up in here, you pass from death to life. Who knows what was coming your way next week or next month? I know my mother used to tell me when I was growing up, a bullet don't have no name on it. You understand me? But to only protect yourself from the streets, from gangs, from wars, with your own people, is to come back to the Most High God. Like he said, and on the book of Psalms, he'll be thy shield and buckler. He also said in Exodus, he'll be an enemy unto thy enemies and an adversary unto thy adversaries. So if you obey the Most High God, you think the Lord will let something happen to you? What the hell did he do to those Egyptians for Moses and the children of Israel? He killed every firstborn Egyptian. It'd be a small thing for the Lord to watch over you, for an obedient son or obedient daughter.
Right.
Any more on that, Marah?
Oh God. But that the wicked turn from his way and live.
But the what?
But that the wicked turn from his way and live.
See that the Most High up there in heaven, he like, man, God, I'm gonna give him a little more time. I'm gonna go ahead and give her a little more time. He's giving you time to change your ways, right? It's like Pico bill, right? They give you grace not to, to not pay the payment plan. They give you grace to go ahead and make the payments so they don't have to cut you off. That's the Most High. That's what the Lord doing up there in heaven. He like, I don't want to kill you. Right? Listen, most of us probably should have been dead a long time ago. I know I should. You understand me? And I thank God. I don't know how I'm alive today. You understand me? And most of us probably, most I ain't Christ, but rocket like how shine. Most of us probably shouldn't even be sitting in this room, shouldn't be online, but it is the Most High who showeth mercy. And he showeth mercy not so we can continue sin, but so we can repent and change our ways and come back to him. Read that last line again, Marah.
Oh God. But that the wicked turn from his way and live. Turn ye from your evil ways.
Read that one more time.
Turn ye from your evil ways.
Listen, it's almost like the Lord crying out. Like Ezekiel crying out. He's saying, sister, change your ways. And that's why the Day of Atonement is so important, right? Because on the Lord see us afflicting our souls, right? He also saw all the sins we have committed in the past. And he see you making that sacrifice. And he'll forgive you everything, all the sins you have committed in the past, if you become a new man or a new woman. That's why the Lord saying, change from your evil ways. Like a good parent, right, say all the time, I don't want to chastise you. I know my child know. See, my child a good boy. My child didn't learn fast. You understand me? A good parent, like, I don't want to do it, but I have to if you keep disobeying me. Any more on that, Marah?
Oh my God.
Come on with it.
For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
Yeah, one more time.
For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
That's the Lord saying, why you gonna die? When he give us chance after chance, DUI after DUI, little small disease after little small diseases, chance after chance. Go ahead, you die, please.
My man, what you bring out is so heavy. And what I.S.U.P.K was saying was heavy too. I can piggyback off of that.
Please.
Like imagine the Lord saying, I'm gonna give you a little time.
Right.
I mean, he give you a little syphilis. Then he give you monkeypox. Then he give you, you know what I mean, super gonorrhea.
Right.
And then the last step is that you become hibachi for Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right.
And the Lord is sitting back like, damn, why won't you just stop being a homosexual? I'm trying to tell you,
Right.
not to live this lifestyle, and that's us. Like, we cannot squander this grace, you know what I mean, that the Most High and our King gave us, man.
Right.
Like, now is the time to understand, like, especially during this high holy day, the Day of Atonement, for us to afflict our souls, man. Because like Captain Ahmad Yashar was saying, none of us should be here for what we did in the world.
Right.
We should thank the Most High that we even in these doors.
That's on the price. If I could, you just took me back a little bit, you died. Or, you know, you get shot one time, right? You get shot in the arm, you get shot in the leg, then you get shot in the, you know, chest or the back.
Right.
It's like the Lord, as he just said, he don't want to kill you.
Right.
But he give you chance after chance after chance. And then before you know it, the back shot wasn't enough for you. You ain't get it. Right? That sister almost stabbing you to death. You ain't get it. So now you know what's next, right? It's what the Lord really don't want to do.
Right.
Now you got to. Right? He's saying, oh, wait, man, just come back. Just obey me. And you going to be all right. And I'm going to make sure of it. Any more on that, Mariah?
That was it, sir.
All right, let's go back to Leviticus.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice one kid of the goats for a sin offering, and 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offerings.
Mm-hmm.
And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord with the 2 lambs, that they shall be holy to the Lord for the priest.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 21. And ye shall proclaim on the selfsame day, that it may be an holy convocation unto you. You shall do no servile work therein. It shall be a statute forever in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
Once again, this the Lord saying the Christian church is the house of Satan. Because they liars, right? They say what? Hey, the commandments of God are done away with. The Lord saying here, these statutes, right? What he told us to do, ain't never going nowhere. Any more on that, or are we done on this set? We got to call it the next man. All right, let's call it the next brother. I.S.U.P.K. Let's see. Where's our Marah? Marah? All right, no sweat. We'll give him a second. No, you go sit down. We'll see. All right, let's call up on the young man, young brother right there. You come on, step forward. Say it again.
Did you point at Alex or Devontae?
Yeah, if you come around here, brother, please. You could bring it up with you, yeah, if you need it. All right, so you're gonna state your name and on registry, right? You say on your name. If you come from the tribe of Judah, you say Ban Yahweh Ban Yasha'Allah. If you Benjamin, you say your name Ban Benyamin Ben Yasha'Allah. Okay, name and registry. Hold on, Ayman Shabbat. Here you go. Name and registry.
Devontae from Benjamin.
Say it one more time. Your name.
Devontae.
Devontae Ban.
Bond.
Your tribe.
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Ban.
Bond.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Most High in Christ. All right, you go step down and die. Oh, okay. All right. Salute. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shabbat Thah.
So you want me to say it first?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah Barak Atham.
All right, go. You got it. Die. All right, you gonna come up here, young brother? All right, you gonna take the next 7 from the lot? All right, go ahead. Let's take the next 7.
Leviticus chapter 23, verse 22. Waba Quatazar Rakam, Av Quatazar Yom, Aratazar Kum, La'a, Zakala, Pa'af, Shadak, Baquatazarak, Wala Quat, Quatazar Yarak, La Athala Quat, La Anya, Wala Gor, Zab, Atham, Anya, Yahweh, Alahayakum. Verse 23, Waya Debar, Yahweh, Al Mashah, La Amor. Verse 24, Debar, Al Banya, Yasha'al, La Amor, Ba'adash, Hashab, Ya'aya, Ba'achad, La Hadash, Ya'aya, La Kum, Shabbat, Tawan, Tabarawan, Taba Wa'ai, A Makwara, Quadash, verse 25, Kal Mala'akaf, I Vada, La'a, Da'aishawa, Waha, Kwar Batham, Asha, La Yahweh, Wa Yadabar, Yahweh, Al Masha, La Amor, verse 27, Ak, Ba'ashwar, La Chadash, Ha Shab Ya'ya, Hata Yawam, Haka Hawa'a, Makwara'a, Quadash, Hayaha, Lakam, Wa Anya Thum, Ak Napa Shafyakum, Waha Kwar, Bathum, Asha, La Yahweh, verse 28, Wakal, Mala Aka, Ba'a, Ashwa, Ba'atazam, Hayabum, Hata, Kaya, Yawum, Kaparium, Hawa'a, La Kapar, Ilayum, La Panya, Yahweh, Alahayakam. That's the end of the stuff.
All right, so you want to take the English, all right? Leviticus 23, you're going to start at 22 and read down to the end of 28, okay? Nice and loud.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean your radiance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather in any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
That Most High right there, he even gave us laws so we won't take everything. You understand? Like on today, if you rich, they don't really do nothing for the poor, right? That's why I don't donate to the Red Cross or any of those groups. Why? Because they're going to give that money to white people.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like the Most High gave us laws to not take everything around your field. Leave some crumbs or leave something for that poor man who may be homeless, for that poor woman who may be hungry, who may be thirsty, right? That's the point of him saying, don't take everything around that field. Read it one more time, verse 22, please.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 22. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not make clean radiance of the corners of thy field. When thou reapest, neither shalt thou gather any gleaning of thy harvest. Thou shalt leave them unto the poor.
See that? You gotta leave them to the poor. Somebody give me an example how you can somewhat do that today. As far as thinking about the poor, leaving something for the poor. Any of you ever found money outside before? Maybe $1 or two. Sis, or you see some change on the floor every now and then. Don't pick it up.
Right.
You don't need it. Now I know it was like $100. Yeah. Oh, you don't need that. I'm gonna pick that thing up and put that thing up in my pocket. I get it, right? You may see a little something like $1, $2 on the ground. You may say, I don't need it, right? So I'm gonna leave that for the poor man or poor woman who may really be thirsty, who may really be hungry. Now you think about your field, right? You ain't gonna clean the whole thing up, right? You're gonna leave some crops, you're gonna leave some food around that for when that poor man or poor woman come on by so they can go and eat as well. All right, go ahead, read on.
And to the stranger, I am the Lord your God.
Now, once again, when it's talking about the stranger, it's not talking about the other nations. It's talking about black men and black women who call themselves African American, right? As simple as that. A stranger is somebody who don't know who they really are. We are the ethnic Jews that the Bible speaks of, but we go by the term black, African American. When you say leave some for the stranger, leave some for your brothers and sisters, the ones that you don't know, who's out there who need some help. Okay, go ahead, read on.
Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, in the 7th month, in the 1st day of the month shall ye have a Sabbath, a memorial of blowing of the trumpet.
All right, I believe we celebrated that a couple of weeks ago, right? The memorial blowing the trumpets. That was when they gave us warning when it was time to go to war and it was time to fight, and then when it was time to go ahead and retreat. All right, go ahead, read on. Verse 25.
Ye shall do no servile work therein, but ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And the Lord speak unto Moses, saying, also on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of atonement.
All right, so that day is today, sundown, until tomorrow, sundown. All right, the day of atonement. Go ahead.
It shall be an holy convocation.
Right, like a holy gathering, holy service, which we are having tonight. Go ahead.
Unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls.
Yeah, maybe do that. Read one more time, please.
And ye shall afflict your souls.
See that? The Lord, when you say maybe do it or not, he said ye shall afflict your souls. All right, that's why, they talk about it's only 10 commandments. It's way more than 10 commandments.
Right.
Okay, it's over 600 and something commandments inside this book. All right, and here, this is one of them. Ye shall afflict your souls. Read on.
And offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
All right, so if you want the Lord to forgive you, all right, from all the sins you and your people have done, then you make that atonement. Now, with that being said, all right, of course, we all gonna be fasting 24 hours, right? So you let the world know you're fasting. At the work.
Wow.
At you may go out somewhere. You're gonna let everybody know you're fasting. How do we fast according to the Bible? All right, let's go to you know what I want, Malak. Matthew 6th chapter. Let's go there. Let's go to Matthew 6. Everybody go to Matthew right fast. 6th chapter. See, I like messing with the Muslims. When I knew it was Ramadan season, I just go and offer them some water. Hey, you want some water? Hey, you want some bread? And I see how they look at me. They look at me just like this. I don't respect your Ramadan. Salaki. I know. You understand me? Now, of course, the Lord, right, gave us ways to fast. Right, you fast when you afflict your soul. Don't let nobody know. Right? And we're going to get into it right now.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 16.
Let's go up a little bit. Hold on. Matter of fact, go ahead. Start at 16.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 16.
Go to 6. Start at verse 6 first, okay?
Verse 6.
No, I'm sorry. Start at 6 and 1, if you don't mind.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 1. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men.
Now that's what Muslims do, right? When they pray, they got the little rug right there, and they whatever the hell they doing in front of everybody, right? They want everybody to think, I'm so holy. Oh, look at me, Allah Akbar, and this and that, Right, the Lord said, take heed, right? Do not your arms before men. Go ahead.
To be seen of them.
To be what?
To be seen of them.
See that they fast. Feel like everybody know they fasting. Mouth all dry. I can see the crust around your lips.
Right.
Wash your face.
Right.
Sheesh. Right. They do it to be seen of men, not to, receive like spiritual gifts from God. Go out, Bond.
It's like should the suicide bomb starting to crumble apart.
God. Let's you forget about it. God. Go ahead, read on, please.
Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
Right. So if you want the Most High to honor your fast, right, or you may be praying to the Most High God, you do that in private, and then he'll look at you like, okay, I see you ain't doing this to be seen of everybody, and then the Most High, He can go ahead and bless you. Read on.
Verse 2. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound the trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do.
So yeah, that's what the hypocrites do. They praying in a circle, holding hands in the name of Jehovah, and in the name of Jehovah, in the name of Jehovah. Right. The Most High don't want us doing that, right? He said, therefore, when thou doest thy alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee. Read on, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues. Read on.
And in the streets, that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward.
They have their reward. Now, what is their reward? See if you get this right. Go ahead, sis.
I guess the attention of people, like the pleasing people.
Give a hand. That's exactly what it is. Hey, if you want that reward, you want people to say, oh, you're a man of God? Oh, you're a woman of God? Or do you want God to give you a reward from heaven? Well, he's saying those men, those women, right? Hey, you got your reward from the people. Read on.
Verse 3. But when thou doest alms, let not thy left hand know what thy right hand doeth.
See, they do something good. You don't gotta let everybody know. Oh yeah, I fed this and I did this for that person. No. When you do your alms, you do good deeds. The Most High sees it. Let not thy left hand know. Go ahead.
What thy right hand doeth, that thine alms may be in secret, and thy Father which seeth in secret himself shall reward thee openly.
There you go. So now the Lord see you doing it, helping people, being a good brother and a good sister. Now the Lord going to reward you. Drop down to verse 6.
Verse 16?
No, verse 6, 6 and 6.
Verse 6. But thou, when thou prayest, enter into thy closet.
All right, what does that mean? When thou prayest, enter into thy closet. Remember, the Bible is written by black men, Hispanic men. All right, sis?
Behind closed doors alone.
Here you go. Do it alone, right? Or, in our case, right, we pray together, right? Here, as one unit, right? Don't let everybody know you about to send up prayers. No, if you're doing it for the Lord, you want him to hear it, then you want him to, reward you, then do it in secret. Read on a lot. Yeah, go ahead. Come on.
Like you're saying, like when we do it, we don't do it to get the attention from everybody. We doing it as one body.
Absolutely.
Like how the Lord told us to be, like one unit, one group of people.
That's right.
Different people, but we doing it all together.
Absolutely.
For the same purpose.
Yeah, you got it. Go ahead. Come on with it.
Verse 7. But when ye pray, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do, for they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
All right. Now, do the Lord hear all prayers? Yediah, give me my precept.
Book of John, chapter 9, and verse 31.
All right, hold Matthew, y'all. We coming right back there. Let's go to John 9 and 31.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
Read it again.
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
All right, get me in Proverbs right there. Prayer should be an abomination. Now we know that God heareth what?
Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
So if you're a sinner or if you ain't keeping the Day of Atonement, I don't even know why you even going to pray. All right, the Lord making it clear. He don't hear sinners.
Right.
Why you think, how many of you ever prayed to win the lottery? Christians pray for that every single day.
Right.
And they never win. You understand? What the hell are you praying to win the lottery for? I know everybody want to be rich, but a rich man ain't going to make it into the kingdom of God. That's what the Lord said. You understand me? What we should be praying for, we should be praying for the kingdom of God. We should be praying for our government. We should be praying for our people to wake up. We should be praying for our people to understand who the devil is.
Right.
So then we can separate from that animal that's been killing us for 400 plus years. Go ahead, read on, Yediah.
But if any man be a worshiper of God and doeth his will, him he heareth.
See that action. That's what the Bible is about. It's not about talk, it's about action. You are what you do. You understand? Now the Lord is saying if you would be a worshiper of God, now you can go ahead and pray, and then the Lord want to hear your prayer. Now give me Proverbs, Mariah.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 9.
Go ahead.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
Now, how can anybody turn away their ear from hearing the law? By not keeping it.
Oh my God.
Right? They got Halloween coming up, right? A couple weeks. Yeah, we'll see if you love God or not. But you're going to be a big woman dressed up in a Halloween costume. What the hell is going on, Abon? Come on, man. Abon, go save the body. Trick or treat. All these Halloween costumes. Dressing up like, listen, they're going to be dressing up like the monkeypox in a minute. I'm telling you, everybody going to catch the monkeypox on Halloween. So, all right. So when Halloween comes around, it is like, are we going to put God first? Or do you love your kids more than you love God? Then now your spirit is going to be tested. All right. When Christmas comes around, all right, and New Year's and all these holidays. Now the Lord, going to be watching, all right, and seeing who really loves him, who is really going to obey him. All right. Now, go ahead.
Sorry, sir, I could. And that just shows the duality of our world and their world. Like you notice, their holiday season is right after ours. Ours is typically in the fall.
Right.
They push it to the winter. The Day of Atonement is about you fixing and working on yourself, the real self. Halloween is where you get to escape and dress like a goddamn serial killer, like someone without discipline. Exactly. Our Holy Days, this one teaches you to have discipline. It's just heavy that there's that juxtaposition there with us and them.
Yeah,
They're the devil.
Right, for sure. Yo, man. Absolutely. If
I could, I was gonna say, like what you saying about these feast days and temptations is so heavy because it's like our people always wonder, what we need to do to come together, and they refuse to separate.
Right.
And here we actually do the hard thing. Like that show you that you're not willing to do the hard thing. Like not tell your woman or your mother happy birthday is heavy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's heavy. And they're going to hate you for it.
Right.
But that's a good hatred right there, brother. You understand me? And once again, even that, like with the birthdays and Halloween and all that, it's the same voice that's going to tell you to drink water when your mouth dry tomorrow morning. Right. Like it's the same voice that's going to tell you to break the Day of Atonement. And if you can not eat or drink for 24 hours, then I think you can do anything.
Right.
I think you can get off of weed. I think you can get off of cigarettes.
Right.
Hey, I think we can raise the dead, Bond. Hey, I think it can happen. You understand? If we did not eat and drink for a day, hey, the Lord can be with us when we obey him. Read one more time from the top. Mariah.
Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
Now you turn away your ear from hearing the law. You know what you should do and what you should not do. Read.
Even his prayer shall be abomination.
Hey, you might as well just not pray at all. All right, you might as well come here and ask us to pray for you. That'd be the wise way to go about it. You're dying.
Right.
You understand me? Because the Lord don't hear the prayers of sinners at all. Matter of fact, he even said it's an abomination. Okay, any more on that, Mariah?
That was just
All right, no sweat. Let's go back to Matthew, okay?
Come.
Unlock, you got it.
Matthew chapter 6 and 8. Be not ye therefore like unto them, for your Father knoweth what things ye have need of.
See that? The Lord also know what you need before you even ask him for it. Like any good father, right? Any parent, you know your son needs some shoes, right? Right? You know your daughter needs some, whatever she likes, makeup, right? You know what she needs. The Lord knows everything we need as well. But he wants us to be patient. And if we can be patient, man, like any good father, he's going to bless you tremendously. Read on.
Come. Before ye act, after this manner, therefore ye pray. Our Father which art in heaven.
Drop down to verse 14. I'm going to skip you down a little bit, okay, for time's sake.
Matthew chapter 6, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
For if ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will also forgive you.
See that? We're afflicting our souls. Why? So the Lord can forgive us. But how are we going to ask the Most High to forgive us if we still worry about that income tax money a couple of years ago? Or we still worry about, hey, Johnny owed me a couple of dollars. If we want the Lord to forgive us, then it starts with us. We got to forgive other people.
Right.
And we got to forgive our brothers, our sisters, your uncles, and your cousins that did you dirty, right? Got to let it go. If the Lord going to let all your sins go. Read on.
Come. Verse 15. But if ye forgive not men their trespasses, neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
So if you be cold, ice cold, and that's most people. I tell you, most people in this world, I.S.U.P.K, is ice cold. Thank God for the Israelite school of U.P.K under command of GEN.YAHANNA. Thank God. It's a cold world out there. I'm telling you, I be feeling for those homeless people out there, I.S.U.P.K. Right? They ask for $1 and go get a job. Damn, you don't need a job. You need some water. You need something to eat. This world, this is a cruel world. You understand me? That's why our King, Yahushua is going to destroy this place. Go, you had your hand up, I.S.U.P.K. You had something?
If I could, what you saying is so heavy, like, and the world being such a cruel place, this will make everybody so hostile towards one another and so damn selfish. Like in here, like it's like most of our laws, not all of them, is about us not being selfish.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You got to be selfless, not selfish. Right? Think about it like this, right? I teach the brotherhood class on Tuesdays, right? If you can treat somebody how you want to be treated, then how can you ever treat anybody wrong? I ain't gonna sell his mother drugs. I don't want nobody to sell my daughter drugs.
Right.
I'm not gonna have sex with his woman, not because it's in the law, because I don't want nobody to have sex with my woman. That's why it's so important. That brotherhood and sisterhood is very important. You treat somebody how you want to be treated, and you can never do anybody wrong. Let's read on.
Come, sir. Verse 16. Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrites.
All right, so now we get into like how to fast, right? Now, moreover, when ye fast, don't be like the hypocrites, don't be like the Muslims and the Christians. Go ahead.
John chapter 8:45.
So
Come of a sad countenance.
listen, that's how you know Christ was an austere man. Like, boy, he said, hey, don't be fasting looking all sad. He said, smile. You should be fasting and nobody should know it. Right? It should be like any other day. I haven't ate, drink for a day. I'm all right. Think I can go a couple more. You're dying. Who knows, right? Matter of fact, I think I may go and end up in the weight room. But I saw somebody do that a couple of years ago. I said, man, you hardcore for that. Right? The Lord was saying when we fast, he don't want us looking weak and sad and depressed. Read on.
Come. For they disfigure their faces.
Now everybody want to know. I'm gonna look at you and say, yeah, you fasting. I already know you. Skin dark. You got no oil up on your face. Hey, back in the way you used to be. I get it. You understand me? The Lord don't want us to be like the hypocrites. He wants us to be strong in everything we do. Fasting, praying, teaching, prophesying, awakening our people. Read that line again from the top, please.
Moreover, when ye fast, be not as the hypocrite of a sad countenance, for they disfigure their faces, that they may appear unto men to fast.
See that? Now everybody jump. Read on.
Verily I say unto you, that they have their reward.
Now their reward is like, oh, he fasting. You see him? That's a man of God. Fasting 40 days and 40 nights like Christ. Now it's like people want to look at you like, oh, you know, that's your reward. Or you can receive a reward from the Most High God if you fast this way. Read on.
Verse 17. But thou, when thou fastest, anoint thine head and wash thy face.
All right, what that mean? When you fast, anoint your head, wash your face. All right, somebody break it down. What do that mean? Young brothers, anoint thy head, all right, and wash thy face. Man, you get some oil, right? Put some oil up on your face. Right, that's it.
Right.
Like you put something up on your body. Right, you know when you fast, like your skin get it turn dry, right? So you want to moisturize your skin, right? You want to put some oil on, get all that crust up out your. Yeah, I know you gonna be sleeping for about 24 hours. I know, get the crust up on wash your face, look good. Put on some of that skin stuff. Come on, you know about the skin cream, man. Put some of that skin cream on. Come on, listen, hit up Captain Cesario, man. Put some of the oil on. You got the skin cream. It's like, man, you have 8 in a week and I don't even know. Yeah, you want to be fast, like be strong in everything you do. All right. Read on.
Verse 18. That thou appear not unto men to fast, but unto thy Father which is in secret. And thy Father which seeth in secret shall reward thee openly.
See that? The Lord may give you the spirit to cast out demons. Hey, he may give you the spirit to overcome your demons.
Right.
The Lord may give you the spirit to raise up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel.
Right.
If we can show him that we have strength. All right. So that's how you want to fast, right? Be strong, look strong. Don't let nobody know you're fasting. Let's go back to Leviticus. I'm going to wrap it up in a second. Oh, did we finish on the last 7?
Not yet. We still got.
All right, go back to where you left off, young brother.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 28. And ye shall do no work in that same day.
Go on, you got 23 and where you got 23 and what? 28? All right, read it one more time, please.
And ye shall do no work in that same day. For it.
Go ahead.
We started at 27.
Yes, 27. Go ahead, come on with it.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 27. Also, on the 10th day of this 7th month, there shall be a day of anointment, atonement. It shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall afflict your souls and offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Yeah, go ahead, come on with it.
It said, "You shall afflict your souls." Like a fast is supposed to hurt. Like it's not supposed to feel good. You're not supposed to try to eat all the food you can possibly eat at the last minute and sleep all day. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to
Salaki, if I could, Salaki, to cut you off, but you just bring out a whole point, right? You go ahead. Why you trying to hurry up and eat that last little bit of bread before the sun go down? You got crumbs and all that in your teeth. Right? You want to flaws, right? You want to be prepared, right? Be prepared. Brush your teeth, half hour before time. Get all that filth up in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Gargle it, get it out. Once again, like the brother is saying, you don't want to be in that spirit because once again, that ain't going to help you get through the fast anyway.
Right.
You understand? What's going to help you get through the fast is really you having the Most High on your mind, right? This is all I need. I'm gonna have the Day of Atonement on my mind. I'm not gonna wake up and forget. I'm gonna make sure I complete it until the sun go down. And then when the sun go down, go ahead and get down. Right? Go ahead to the buffet. I know some of y'all gonna do dinner. Nothing wrong with it. Go ahead, eat, right? Enjoy and have fun. You understand me? Thank the Lord for giving you the strength to be able to complete it. Mashallah, you gotta get down off that podium, brother. All right? Go ahead, Malak.
Come also remember to capitalize on the fast and remember to pray as well.
Absolutely.
During the fasting. That was it, sir.
Damn right. All right, let's call out the next man. Did you read the end of 28?
Wow.
All right, let's go ahead and read down 28. Then we're gonna call out the next brother.
And ye shall do no work in that same day, for it is a day of atonement, to make an atonement for you before the Lord your God.
All right, Marshall. Go ahead, Asawak.
If I could, I was gonna say too,
Mhm.
speech that I already just seen in that article that's talking about starting the babies tomorrow.
Oh, man.
And you know, I don't think anybody said that.
He said, starve your baby.
You know, your child gonna go to school tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I can't have no food and water. They might call them people.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, he don't love his children.
Right.
You know, you need to get up in here and learn the truth. And, you know, kids, how the hell you gonna tell a 3, 4, 5-year-old to fast? Right? That don't even make sense at all. All right, let's call it the next brother. Where's Marah? Marah? All right, got a great Marah up in here. You want to turn the camera towards him? I buy it.
Marah ban Yahweh da ban Yahshua.
Marah, ban Yahweh da ban Yahshua.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatum.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. All right, then we'll step down, brother. You got the Hebrew scholar up in here, Marah. Go ahead, knock out that 7 Hebrew. All right. Stop your dying. You can grab that. I think the brother knocked it out like that. Yeah. The one boy. All right, well, you got the next 7 Marah. I'm gonna read down to end of 35, starting at 29.
Verse 29. This is Leviticus chapter 23, verse 29. Kaya, Kal, Napash, Ashor, La'ah, Ba'aina, Ba'aitazom, Hayawom, Hazah, Wanakar, Wanakartha, Ma, Aimaya. Verse 30. Wakal, Hanapash, Ashor, Tha'aisha, Kal, Mala'akal, Ba'aitazom, Hayawom, Hazah, Waha Abathia, Hanapash, Ahawa'a, Makora, Aima. Verse 31. Kal, Mala'akal, La'ah, Tha'aishua, Chakwa, Iwalom, La, Derathiacum, Bakal, Mashabathiacum. Verse 32. Shabbathwan, Hawa'ah, Lakum, Wa Ainayathum, exactly. Wa Aina Yathum, Af, Napash, Thayakum, Batha, exactly. Ba, Sha'ai. Oh, so like Batha Shai. Lachadash, Ba'ai Rab, Ma'ai Rab, I Rab, Tha Shabbathwa, Shabbath come. Verse 33. Waya Debar Yahweh al Masha La Amor. Verse 34. Debar al Banya Yahweh La Amor Ba Chamash. So like Ba Chamasha. Aishar Yawon La Chadash Debat Salakya. Ha Shabaya Ayah. Hazah Chag Ha-Sakawav Washabaitha Yamayom La Yahweh. Verse 35. Bayawom Hara-Ashwan Makwara Kodash Kal Mala Akav Ibada La'a the I.S.U.P.K. Verse 36. That was it.
Yeah, God, I'm going to take the English, Mariah.
God. Start at 29, sir.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 29. For whatsoever soul it be that shall not be afflicted in that same day, he shall be cut off from among his people.
Mm-hmm.
And whatsoever soul it be that doeth any work in that same day, that the soul will I destroy from among his people.
So that goes to show that the Most High was serious. Right? You don't keep the fast, that he'll cut you off, man.
Or
Kick you out your own nation. Read on.
For ye shall do no manner of work. It is a statute forever throughout your generations and all your dwellings. It shall be unto you a Sabbath of rest, and ye shall afflict your souls. In the 9th day of the month, and even from even unto even shall ye celebrate your Sabbath. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, The 15th day of the 7th month shall be the feast of tabernacles for 7 days
All right, we
unto
got
the
that
Lord.
coming up. When is that? Sunday, right? So we're gonna have a feast at the school Sunday, right? On Sunday at 7 p.m. That's the next upcoming high holy day after the Day of Atonement. All right, this Sunday coming up, right? Okay, go ahead.
Verse 35. On the first day shall be an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work therein. Verse 36. 7 days shall ye offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord. On the 8th day shall be an holy convocation unto you, and ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
It is a solemn assembly, and ye shall do no servile work therein.
All right, if you can, we're gonna stay in the English. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up. If you don't mind, Mariah, just go ahead and keep reading down.
Verse 37. These are the feasts of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations.
All right, so even like the Most High just making it clear, these are the feasts of the Lord. Why we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, why we don't celebrate Christmas, Easter, your birthday, Halloween, because it's not in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter.
Right.
All right, read on.
To offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering and a meat offering, a sacrifice and drink offerings, everything upon his day, beside the Sabbaths of the Lord, and beside your gifts, and beside all your vows, and beside all your free will offerings, which ye give unto the Lord. Also in the 15th day of the 7th month, when ye have gathered the first, when ye have gathered in the fruit of the land, ye shall keep a feast unto the Lord 7 days. On the first day shall be a Sabbath, and on the 8th day shall be a Sabbath.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall take you on the first day the boughs of goodly trees, branches of palm trees, and the boughs of thick trees, and willows of the brook, and ye shall rejoice before the Lord your God 7 days.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall keep it a feast unto the Lord 7 days in the year. It shall be a statute forever in all your generations. So like in your generations, ye shall celebrate it in the 7th month. Ye shall dwell in booths 7 days. All that are Israelites born shall dwell in booths.
Now, of course, for the Feast of Tabernacles, we ain't gonna be dwelling in booths because we in booths in North Philly, right? South Philly, Northeast, right? We live in shelters on the bridge, right? The point of the Feast of Tabernacles was to remember the hell we were in, like how we are in hell today in America. Read on.
That your generations may know that I made the children of Israel to dwell in booths when I brought them out of the land of Israel. I am the Lord your God.
Yeah, he said, I am the Most High your God, not Allah, not Buddha, not Caesar Borgia. He said, I am Yahweh Allah Hayanawa, Most High power. Read on.
And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord.
See that? And Moses declared unto the children of Israel the feast of the Lord, the high holy days of the Most High God, which we know today only call them with holidays. We call them high holy days. All right. With that being said, I-S-U.P.K. All right. We want to send up the prayers. We got prayers. All right. For those who may not know, the wine is a part of the Sabbath service. All right, so I'm gonna pour them a little wine. I'm gonna give you too much Morocco. It's the Day of Atonement. Yeah. Like Yashala.
Like Yashala.
Means to Israel.
Means to Israel.
All right, so the brothers, y'all can line up and on one line, please.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Which means the Most High bless you. All right. Next brother, come on, step forward.
Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Barak, Yah. Means the Most High bless. Mother, right here. All right. Barak, my success. Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh, Barak, Yah. Which means the Most High blessing.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
All right, Mola, you want to come around, see me? Salute. I-S-U.P.K. I-S-U.P.K. Barak. Yahweh. Bashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yeah. Good job, man. Hey, I'm on second first. Right. Yahweh Bashem. Yahweh Shah. Barak. Yeah. All right, we're gonna send up the Lord's prayer. All right.
Wapano Hakadam means turn to face east. One time, the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodah.
Hayah. Shemka. Yahweh.
Lakaka.
Dabaa. Ratzaika. Hayah. I.S.U.P.K. Barataza. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayim. Atonement. Come. Yawam. Wasalakna. Kabawatna. Kasalakna. Kabawatna. Wala'a. Dabi'ayna. Wanasayawan. Abo. Awashayna. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Alapara. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it.
Prayer for the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Baba Kashal. Nathalanau. Aka. Haka. Laba'a. Kamakala. Wakamalawa. Haka. Latahor. Kamatazarai. Haka. Lahabi. Amafia. Aka. Awakawa. Salal. The Garishon. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water among Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. The power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the lepers. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer to bless Israel in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushua. Barak Lanau. Wayashal. Wahabaya. Sapar. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water among Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Bless us and Israel and the school. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Prayer for the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh. Wayahusha. Wamayaka'ala. Wa'alahaya. Matalaba'a. Alawak Yahanna. Halawapia. Hasarayim. Akwazayani. Akazayani. Wa'waf. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua. The water among. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahushua, and Michael, and the angels, commanding GEN.YAHANNA, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew.
Asha, Ayanya, Ahaharim, Mayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Barataza, Ayathan, Lamawak, Lagalaka, Ayanawam, Shamoraka, Anala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yanashun, Shalomar, Yahweh, Shemoraka, Yahweh, Zazarika, Alya, Yanyamka, Yawamam, Ashama, La'a, Yakaka, Wayala, Walayala, Yahweh, Yashmarka, Makawra, Yashmor, Asnapashka, Yahweh, Yashmor, Talaika, Wabiaika, Maitan, I will lift up my eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help cometh from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth
will
thee
not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall not slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Most High shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Most High shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh
Yahweh
shall preserve thy going out
shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Allahayim.
Adamayalaka.
Adamayalaka.
Adacharash.
Adacharash.
Aldashakwa.
Aldashakwa.
Al.
Hayana.
Hayana.
Awiyabika.
Yamad.
Yamad.
Yawan.
Yawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Hawaimaka.
Ma'aimaka.
Yarayamwa.
Yarayamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Naitha.
Naitha.
Ya'itazawak.
La'aitazawak.
Altazawanyaka.
Altazawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Manakaki.
Manakakilam.
Wagaya.
Wagaya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Shem Yashal.
Shem Yashal.
Iwada.
Iwada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'itazawak.
Nawa'itazawak.
Laba.
Laba.
Rakadwa.
Kawa.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Warya.
Warya.
Yakaratwa.
Yakaratwa.
Ahaliya.
Ahaya.
Alawam.
Alawam.
Wayashamai.
Wayashamai.
Ahaliya.
Ahaliya.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wagariam.
Wagariam. Gabal.
Imawan.
Imalak. Palashah. Amishabia. Tazavor. Gamashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Ayawa. Zawad. Labayalawat. Salah. Ashalaham. Gamaya. Kasiyah. Sara'ah. Kayabia. Manakab. Yashua. Nashamawa. Mayan. The Ira. Iowa. The Mun. Ladam. Shayatamba. Nadayamawa. Kaira. Kazabah. Kazabah. Katazamanai. Kanasiyakama. Ashur. Amarwa. Nairashah. Nadawa. Nawa. Alahayam. Alahayam. Shayatamba. Kagagala. Kakwash. Labayaraka. Ka'ah. Tabairi Ira. Kalabah. Salahat. Aryam. Kam. Shawadatma. Mazairaka. Wabasa. Wapatka. Dabahalam. Ala'ah. Panyaham. Walawan. Wayakwashwa. Shemka. Yahweh. Baswa. Wabahalwa. Ayai. Wakapawa. Wayababa. Wayadawa. Wayadaiwa. Wayatha. Shemka. Yahweh. Baraka. Wayawan. Al-Kawatazak. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumble,
thy enemies make a tumble.
and they that hate thee
They that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the
They
head.
have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people.
and consulted against thy hitting ones.
Insulted against thy hidden one.
They have said,
They have said,
Come
Come,
and let us cut them off
let us cut the ball
from being a nation,
from being a nation.
that the name of Israel
The name of Israel
may be no more remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
They have consulted with one consent
They have consulted with one consent.
the tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacle of Edom
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Israelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the
and
Hagarenes,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and
and
Amalek,
Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of God.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to
at the
Jabin,
brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
was perished at Endor.
was perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rat,
Make their nobles like a
and
rat.
like Ziad.
And like the air.
Yea,
Yes.
all their princes,
All their princes.
Ezabah,
Ezabah.
and Ezamuna,
Ezamuna.
who said,
said,
let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
Oh, my power,
Oh, my power.
make them like a will,
Make them like a will.
as to stumble before the wind,
As the stubble before the
as
wind.
the fire burneth for wood,
As the fire burneth the wood.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute
with
them
thy tempest,
with thy
and make them afraid
Make them
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame.
that they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
let them be confounded
Let them be confounded.
and troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea.
let them be put to shame
Let them be put to shame.
and perish,
And perish.
that men may know
That men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
of the Most High,
of the Most High,
of all the earth.
of all the earth.
Sorry, turn. Sisters seated.
All right, do the anointing, right?
Or we do that after the.
Okay, gotcha.
Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'atham.
Yahweh Matah. Sorry, turn to the sisters. Sisters, Imagine. Men of Israel, we're going to give the sisters one courtesy salute. Imagine Shabbat. Imagine Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Al-Thah Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Matah, with his hands down. If anybody, brothers, want to be anointed, you can line up to the right side of the podium. My right side of the podium.
All right, go on. Once we set them up, you don't allow to switch places, okay?
Come on, sir.
All right, so for those who may not know, but you got one more. All right, y'all, we're going to send up the prayers, then I'm going to point at you. All right, when I point at you, you're going to say your name 3 times, okay? All right, so just the brothers up here, we're going to send up the prayer. Ya Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Wayashemorika.
Yahweh.
Ya all Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Yashar Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayashemlaka.
Wayashemlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
My gun.
My gun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
Abun!
Abun.
Abun!
Abun.
Abun! You died!
You died.
You died!
You died.
You died!
You died.
Abanaya!
Ibahaya.
Abanaya!
Ibahaya.
Abanaya!
Ibahaya. Astawa. 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 Devontae. 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 Alex. 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 Chris. 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 Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Wada Amon.
Wada Amon.
What we said was the Most High bless thee and keep thee. The Most High make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right, sister, come on, step forward. Come on, brother. Go ahead, switch sides, brother. Right. So once again, I'm going to send it the prayers. Ya Barak Yahweh.
Ya Barak Yahweh.
Wayashemorika.
Wayashemorika.
Ya all Yahweh.
Ya all Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashar Yahweh.
Yashar Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Pan Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Wayashemlaka.
Wayashemlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
My gun.
My gun.
My gun.
My gun.
Chantel, Chantel, Bahashem Yahushai,
Bahashem Yahushai,
Wadamam.
Wadamam.
I said, the Most High bless thee and keep thee. The Most High make her face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. The Most High lift up her countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right.